Hello guys, here is another episode of your Sandbox project, and today I will show you how I recreated my health system with its visual feedback. I'm a big fan of Souls series game, and one of my famous is Bloodborne, so I decided to make some sort of their health or damage system where I can restore my health during some period in time. So once I've got hit, I can restore any amount I want. It depends how I configure my system. All you need to do, in case you love how it looks, just to implement this graph and this graph. So, if you've seen my nearly the earliest episode of consumable system and character attributes, you can follow from that point, or if you want to know the idea how it should be implemented, you can skip that step and continue from this point. So assume that you have, as the function. In my case it's the interface function where you can add your health. In my case I have the system that actually adds or decreases the health depending on the float value that I receive. So basically, if I heal or if I got hit, I send the same message. So now let's also, as you can see here, for the debug purpose I have two events. One that is increasing my health, the other is decreasing my health. So every time I press plus sign or minus, my health changes. This calls this event, and what do I have here? I have current health, max health. So current health is the health that I have at the moment. Max health is the health that I can't overcome. So, and also I do need some extra health attributes to make this system work as it works. It's delta health. As you can see, well, let me just name the attributes and then I'll explain how the system works. So delta health alpha, and predicted health. So once I've received this message, I need to check whether my current health is higher than the 1. The reason is simple. If you have different number of health points, increasing, there can be situation where you can have less than 1 but higher than 0 because it's flawed. So in case I don't want to remake it to be integer, I just go with this logic and this works fine. So if my current health is higher than 1, it means that I am alive and I can proceed with adding or decreasing my health. Next is another condition. I check whether health, actually this one is the number that says whether I am healing or I am damaging. So if this value is positive, it means that I am healing. If it's negative, it means that I got harm. So I need to check whether it's the damage or another condition, whether my current health doesn't equal my max health. So it means I'm not fully recovered. So if it's true, then this situation withdraws situation when I can get more health that I need, or when I have the full amount of health, I need to decrease it in case this value is negative. Next, what we need to do, we need to set delta health. Delta health in this system is if I use 2 or more consumables, or I got 2 or more hits, I accumulate each value that I have here, and also I need to like subtract delta health alpha. Delta health alpha is the value, this one, because as my health is changing over the time, to prevent some gross artifacts, with each stacking message for changing my health, I need to decrease the previous amounts of health that has been changed. So for this, each time, like I have, for instance, 30, 30, 30, but it's a stack of 3 messages, total amount is 90. But when I got those events like in few seconds, this value, delta health alpha, has changed. So my amount that I receive from the periods of my last message has changed. It's not 90, it's actually less than 90. So for this, I need to have this delta alpha. I need to I forgot the word, but I should do this operation. Sorry guys. Next one is predicted health. It's the amount of health that I should receive when I'm going to be healed or damaged. So for this, I use get current health, and I apply or add the delta health to it. So this amount is what health should be after I'm healed or I'm damaged. So each time I receive this message, I start the animation from the start. It's simple curve. You can see that the length is 2. You can go with any amount that you want. And from 0, it means we have like no effect at all at 2 seconds. It's fully amount. So this one is like the percentage of health that should be added over time. So that's why I use delta health and multiply by this alpha. So this value is added over the time to our previous one. So in case I have 40, so I need to, in case I have 40 HP and my message to add to health, for instance, is 15, it means that this 15 hit points should be added over 2 seconds. So that's what this operation does. Next, I have the branch. So if we don't do this operation, because predicted health minus delta health, it's the same as we have the current health. But as you can see, my current health uses repentified, means if I use just here current health, it will be added over all animation cycle. So I need to make some sort of like unchanged value. So when I receive the hit, my current health should not be changed during the whole operation here. So if I do have current health here, like it will be adding itself over the time. So instead of receiving 15, I'll receive a lot of bigger amounts of health. So that's why this one operation is needed. Next, I check whether my health is higher or equals my max health. And if it's so, I need to do once operation. So if this value is higher than max health, it means that I'm going to be overhealed, and I don't like to have this effect, because when my HP reaches its max amount, it should stop healing. The same goes with the negative one. So when I'm 0 HP, I need to be killed. So here goes do once, and then I use my max health to set it to be current health, and I call the custom event here, which is called stop healing. It stops the animation. This animation is like the flow of, it's not the animation itself, it's changing the value over the time. I should rename it. And on finished, you can see here I have clear health delta. It's the event I also call from here. So once I've got the full cycle completed, I need to update delta values from this point. So they should be 0. So each pack that comes over this cycle is ended. This value should be overwritten to prevent a lot of bugs. Also, another condition, here you can see that I have select float, and it also checks whether the health is higher than 1. The same reason here as I said earlier from this point. It means that if my current health is higher than 1, it means that I'm not fully covered. I'm sorry. We have the false condition here. I don't tell you. So whether this condition, this one, is false, it means that I'm not overhealed. This should continue setting my current health. And this condition checks whether I am like receiving damage or healing. So if my current health is higher than 1, I should set this sum operation here. And if it's false, it means that I am dead. I should set my current health to the value of 0. And that's actually it. That's how this system works. And to handle the death state, you need just to change like the behavior of how your character should be killed. So when the current health is 0, in my case, I just like unspawn my controller from my character. So that's it. Next, I also have the play interface, and here I have the message that I can get, like it's the getter function, and I use this one for my HUD here, so I can receive those values. Current percentage of health, it's when the current health is divided by the max health. It's for the progress bar. Also predicted percent is for the visualization of how my health will be changed. Also have current health, max health, and delta health. I do this here, and I actually have implemented inside my player character. Let me show you. I'm sorry. Get health, yeah, this one. So all these computations should be made in, I guess, in my character, because widget is just for like showing and like for displaying the user interface. It should not calculate these values in it. So percentage, as I said, current health divided by max health. Then predicted percentage is predicted health divided by max health, and my other variables. Sorry guys. So for the HUD, this is how it looks. So to make it work, you need to have the overlay, and this goes only for this one. Make sure that the order of the widgets are set in the proper way. So predicted health bar, it's this gray one. Let me show you. Should be first. and current health bar should be second. Also for overlay I use health status. It's the number, it's the current health, it's the maximum health, and health change message. Here I show you how much health over the last hit I'll receive. So I'm sorry, how much health in case I'm healing I'll receive from the last hit or using med pack. And on other hand, if the value from the hit point from the hit is higher than the value from the med pack, I'll see how much overall damage I'll receive here. So it's like the delta value. You can go with any logic you want. I just found this one for my project most suitable. You can see this actually my setup. You can go wherever you like here. This layout is just for sake how I'd like to see how it will be in the game, but all the values I actually changed here in the graph. Also let me check, because somewhere I have the logic for changing the visibility of the health message. Yes, so like if this value, this delta is changed, by default this widget is hidden, and I check whether this value doesn't equal 0. It means that I received or I received hit or healing, and if the value doesn't equal 0, I need to show this widget to show the progress of the whole system. So here I have, so I don't like using ticks, so here I have the timer which checks every 0.02 seconds. I can go with the higher value. It won't make any harm, but it will be more controllable. So it calls this event that actually checks another function, update health bar. Here I just try to get the information from my interface of my player character and receive percent, predicted percent, and other attributes and store them here to the local variables. So not the local, yep, the local variables. So just in case to keep these operations less spaghetti code. So once I've done getting my values, then I have the sequence. The first one is set percentage of the current health bar and predicted health bar. And here is tricky part for selecting the flows of how they should work. So I am checking whether percentage here is less than predicted percentage. This one goes for, let me show you. So if I have only this one, wait a second. So it's for decreasing value. As you can see, one more time. Now animation just here doesn't go like you saw from the preview, so it doesn't have any predicted percentage of health that I will receive. This one works only for decreasing amount. So here I'm switching between how these two progress bars should appear. So they change their percentages between whether I'm going to fall whether I'm healing or whether I'm receiving the damage. I think when you implement it, you will understand the idea. So, and when I have both of them connected, you'll see actually what you saw from the demo. So, one more time. That's how it works. Perfectly aligned animation. This is made just to prevent like reordering the uh, reordering the widgets so they can implement the proper visual feedback. So when I have hit, it should show the amount that was the amount of health that was the harm was made to me, and whether I am healing, the amount of health that I should receive in future. Next one is set text, and here I have some I have formatted text. This one is for the current health, this one is for max health, and the reason why I use toText here is just to, in this case, set 0 inside the maximum fractional digits, so I only see the whole numbers without any other parts of the number. This one goes for the health status for this one. So current health and max health, and it's a separator. And the other one, I check whether delta health, as I said earlier, doesn't equal 0, so I can make it visible for like visualize whether I'm healing or whether I'm taking damage. So if it's so, I continue, and here I have like simple operation. Because delta health can go with negative or positive value. In case I want to have my format proper, I need to use absolute value, whether the value here I receive is negative, and for the positive one I just can go with this default value. Here I also select whether to show this one or this one. So if delta health is less than 0, it means that I've received more damage that I have healed, so I show the damage one, and vice versa. The same logic here goes with like the coloration of this widget. So if delta health is negative, I go with red color. If it's positive, I go with green color. Whew, guys, and that's actually all. That's how it works. So in case you like what you saw, please leave your feedback, subscribe if you like my videos, support me on the Patreon if you like. My tutorials are completely free, but on my Patreon I can make some like sample projects if person like have the desire to have the full feature working from the point, not to follow my tutorial. So, thank you for watching and see you soon.